Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Mage Knight. This is going to be awesome. We have the second and third rounds that we're going to be trying to get through, and hopefully we're going to come out victorious. Of course, we have to take down 2 cities. We'll see if we can do it. I will tell you that this video was shot back to back with the last video, so if any mistakes were made in the first video, they're not going to be corrected in the second video, but please check out the pinned comments not only in this video, but in the first video as well for any mistakes going forward. Again, I want to mention the 3D objects here. If you're interested in these, please check out the link in the description of this video and you can go ahead and pick some up yourself. They are pretty cool. With that said, let's continue our playthrough of Mage Knight. And if you're excited to do it, then I need you to meet me at the table. That is now the end of the round. We'll flip this to the day side, reroll our mana dice, and see what we get. We got white, black, and green, and as usual, I have one I can't even use right off the bat. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Next, we will refresh our units, and we'll get 2 new cards out from our monasteries that we have out on the board. We'll discard those, grab 3 new ones. We have these peasants. We have magic familiars. We also have, well, we have 2 magic familiars, so that's fantastic. Then we also get 2 more advanced cards from the pool here because of our 2 different monasteries we have out there. We have Swift Bolt, allowing us to range attack 4 or gain a white crystal inventory. Both of those are really good. I've seen a problem with those. Training, throw away an action card from your hand and take a card for the same color from your advanced action offer and put it into your discard pile. Oh, that's really good. Throw away an action card from your hand, then take a card of the same color from the action offer and put it into your hand. Oh my gosh, training is amazing. I need to try to get that card into my hand. We'll now take a blue mana crystal and place it into our pool with the dummy and remove this spell. Push these 2 down, grab another one. We got Burning Shield, Fire Block 4. If the card is used as part of a successful block, you may use it during your attack actions of Fire Attack 4. That sounds really good. And Fire Block 4, this card is used as part of a successful block. Destroy the blocked enemy. Oh, that's going to be awesome. We need maybe, there's so many good spells. Almost every spell is good. We're going to put this into his pile, which is a blue card. And he only has 1 blue crystal, so it's not the end of the world. We'll push these down and add a new one up here. We have Magic Talent. Discard the card of any color. You may play 1 spell of the same color as in the spell offer this turn as if it were your hand. That card remains in the spell offer. This one, though, if I decide to power it up, you can play a mana of any color, gain a spell card from the color of that spell offer, and put it into your discard pile. So we can gain some spells that way. Wow, so many ways to gain spells. That's going to be all we're going to do here. Let's shuffle up his deck here so he's all set to go. This is our dummy player's deck. Give it a good old truffle shuffle. Then we'll have to pick our day tactics. There's only a couple left. We'll see which one's best. But before we do, we get to reset our skills. And we get to shuffle our deck up and draw some cards. We're going to be getting 5 cards because, well, that's our hand size. So shuffle these up, get a good old truffle shuffle so we get some good cards up there. I need some really good cards here. We need some moves so we can see what's out there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get for our character. We got that Chilling Stare, which is influence. We've got Will Focus, which gives us +3, or we gain some tokens, or actually a crystal. We get Rage. We have Promise, and we do have a move card. That's fantastic. We really needed that move card. So we'll play our cards right out here. And then now we will decide what tactic we're going to use. And then, of course, the dummy player is going to gain a tactic as well. We're going to grab Great Start. When you take this tactic, immediately draw 2 cards. Let's draw a couple cards. We have another Rage card, and we have another Move card, another March, or it's a March, I should say. We're going to shuffle these up, and our dummy player is going to pick a card. There's only 1 card in here that he can take. That means that I go first. Let's see which one he has taken. He's going to get this one. It is, it's the right moment. I get to go first. Sadly, that was the other card I was thinking about taking, but that's okay. We have a lot of cards now. We can go into our day phase. The first thing we get to do is reveal this, because now it has turned to the day side. So our Ancient Ruin gets to be revealed. We need to take on 2 different enemies to give ourselves a relic. That's not a bad idea. That's one option. But we're going to start by playing March, and we're going to use the green mana die from the pool to give ourselves a move 4. We're going to start by revealing the tile right here. Let's take a look and see what we have found. We have found a village, a mine, and we found another keep. And it's going to be placed like this. So that town is right there, and I can maybe get over to this mine. Now, of course, getting over here and taking out a keep would be really good, because if you take out a keep, you can get more cards in your hand as long as you're next to it. But this is a pretty nice tile, especially if I want to go up there. It's going to be really easy to keep moving. We'll re-roll our mana die into the pool. Wow, we're going to lose all our mana so fast. We're going to use our other 2 to move right into the city, and I think that's going to be the end of our turn. I don't really have any actions I'm going to perform. I lied. I'm not going to be done yet. We're going to place our keep. I forgot to put that out here. Also, I forgot to put my mine out here as well. There also is another keep out there I have to place a token on. I forgot to place the tokens on them, and they get revealed during the day if you move adjacent to them. Otherwise, you don't know what it is until you actually move into it. With our March card completed, I'm actually going to continue moving. We're going to move with our stamina card. We've already used our March card. I'm going to use stamina, and I'm going to play Promise this way to give myself 3 movements so we can move into this mine and end adjacent there so we can get some crystals. Even though we already have 2 crystals, so I'm only going to be able to gain 1 of them. Hey, crystals are crystals, man. It's good to have them, right? I won't be performing any actions this turn, so we're going to draw back up to 5 as our hand size. And we've gotten Swiftness. We got another move card, which is going to be really helpful because we have to keep on going. Ending our turn on the mine does give us that white crystal. So we only get 3, though, so this is the max we can ever have of white. So might as well find a new mine. It's time for our dummy player to take his turn. 1, 2, come on, not white or anything else. Oh, it's a green card, so it is going to be 1 because he does have 1 green mana crystal there. All right. We're going to play move 2. We're going to use our Swiftness card. I kind of was hoping to save it for a range attack, but we need to keep moving. We're going to check out our tile right down here. We found another Mage Tower, an Ancient Ruin, and another Rampaging Enemy, and it's going to be placed just like that. And now let's put all our little tokens out there. We're going to grab another Mage Tower and a token for it right here. Then we're going to gain a Ancient Ruin, and since it's the day, I get to reveal it. We have found one that gives us 7 fame if we pay the 3 green mana, and we have a Rampaging Enemy. Let's see what we have found. We have found a, what's this? Oh, it's an Orc War Beast. This guy's going to be awesome. He's brutal already, and he's resistant to fire and cold, but he cannot be fortified, and he has 5 armor, and he gives us 3, fame? 3 fame. Oh, can't even talk. I think we're going to keep on moving. I really need to keep moving. We need to reveal some of these other tiles. I'm going to use this, I think, to be able to move 2 spaces, but I have to end in a safe spot. Oh, maybe it's not worth using right now. I think we're going to save it. I've moved 2. I could play some other cards if I wanted to. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play... I need to free up some of the cards in my inventory. I'm going to play this to grab a green crystal. I can just use the top effect to grab a green crystal, or I can gain a blue, white, or red mana token, but I don't know if I really... No, we're going to save it. Oh, man, I can't make a decision. That's going to be the end of our turn again. I need to really get moving here. I can't really move without some good move cards. We had some, but now I want to try to either take this keep or this Mage Tower. I think it'd be good. Or even try to explore over here, because that would be a really good tile to explore. That'd be our first core tile we'd be finding. Our dummy player discards 3 cards. I like seeing white ones in there. Oh, what I like even more is red being the last one. I do need to draw up first before I went to the dummy player. I should have drawn my card first. We got another stamina card. That's going to be perfect. We're going to try to take out this keep this turn. That's going to be our plan. Since I'm just kind of moved around, I need to do something. We're going to use our token to move. It allows me to move to any place we want to, but and it has to be a safe spot when we're done. I'm going to move to right there. I'm going to use our other move card right here. I know this allows me to move 2 spaces then, but really our goal is this keep, so just moving there will be just fine. Or maybe I can move 1 here, 2 here, because I'm playing a 2 move, and then I can move up into that keep. Why not? We'll do it that way. We'll play that, and we'll play this Chilling Stare to, or should I use my Rage? I think I'm going to use Rage. We're going to use Rage to go ahead and get our 3rd movement to be able to assault this keep. Now, before I do this, I get to actually see what it is. So we've moved here. I'm just going to move here with our token. I'll move here with our token. Then I get to reveal this before I actually even decide. Maybe I don't want to move in there. We'll see how this is. It only has 4 defense, and it has a 4 attack, but it's swift, so it's 8 attack if I try to block it, and I get 3 fame if I destroy it. We are going to go take this guy out. I'm going to use these then to move 3 into this keep and try to take this guy on. So let's put him down here, put me in the keep, because it's going to be our keep pretty soon, trust me. I'm going to play our focus, our will focus. I'm going to gain a green mana crystal for this. We're going to play that to get our green mana crystal. And at this point, we're going to activate these guys, because when we go to assault this thing, the first thing we do is our range and siege attacks. I can pay 1 green crystal and use that unit to do 4 siege attack, which is going to be enough to take this guy out even before he gets to attack us. That's awesome. We were able to take down this keep. Good news, bad news, we took the keep. Bad news, we lose 1 reputation. But I also get the fame, which is 3, 1, 2, 3, for defeating those enemies. We'll now discard our cards, and we get to draw up to 6 cards now because we are in our first keep that we own. Now, if we own multiple keeps and we're standing near it, we would get multiples of these. But I am going to get 6, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 new cards. Let's see what we found. We've gotten improvisation, determination, swiftness, and crystal joy. Oh, I think that's going to be good because we need to get some crystals. I need other than white. I've got enough white here to feed an army, but I don't have any other colors. Our dummy player will discard 3 cards, and it is a blue, and he has 1 blue crystal, so 1 card. We have a slight dilemma because basically I'm the worst die roller on the planet. We have 2 black that I can't ever use, and I have a white mana in the pool, and I've got only white crystals. So I'm going to play this improvisation. I'm going to discard, we'll discard a card. Oh no, which card do I discard? I think we'll discard Crystal Joy to be able to do this. I'm going to discard that so that I can move 3 spaces. I'm going to move back to here, and now I'm going to play my Swiftness card that allows me to search this room tile right over here. It's our first core tile. Let's see what we found. We found the Green City. That's awesome. Plus, of course, some rampaging enemies, a town, and a magic glade here. I'm going to place it down just like that. That's great. We'll take our 2 new enemies and see what we found. We'll place our first one right here. It is going to be, oh, it's going to be Orc Skirmishers. We'll place them right here. Then our second one is, oh, Orc Trackers. All right, we've got those. Then I get my Green City. When we reveal a city, place the city figure in the corresponding color on the space. Find the city's description card and place it on the table. Put the enemy token depicted on the figure's base face down on the city card. The tokens are revealed when the player is adjacent to the city, even at night. So while unconquered, it can be assaulted by 1 or more players, and assaulting players get reputation -1. Defending enemies are fortified and get the bonus indicated on the upper part of the city card. Whenever a player defeats a defending enemy, they put a shield token in the city card. If all the enemies are defeated, the city is conquered, and the player with the most shield tokens is the city leader. While it's conquered, multiple players can occupy a city, and player versus player combat is not allowed here. Units with the city symbol can be recruited here. See the light side of the card for other interaction options. During interaction in the city, players get influence bonus equal to the number of shield tokens they have. Bonus, if you end your turn on or adjacent to a conquered city, your hand limit is 2 higher and the city leader, or 1 higher if you're not. So this is, I really want to get the city is what I want to do. Not only is it part of what we have to do, I get +2 cards if I'm able to take this city out. But again, we have this big crystal problem that I'm not too fond of. Here's our Green City. It's pretty terrible. Any person that attacks with physical attacks is going to be giving me poison. So we're going to take our dial here and tick it to 5. We're going to fight a level 5 city and a level 8 city. So our Green City is going to give us 2 dungeon enemies and 1 white enemy. So we'll go ahead, place those tokens right here. Now, I don't get to see what these are unless I'm adjacent to that city. So we'll place this out on the board. The city goes right here, and I want to get to that glade so I can get a gold token, because then I can maybe do something. That's going to be all for my turn. I moved. I don't have any actions I'm going to do, so we'll draw our cards. We'll gain 3 more. Hopefully we get more move cards here. We've got Fireball, which would be awesome if I was actually attacking something. We got Mana Draw. You can use this as 1 additional mana die from the source, and that's not going to happen. Take a mana die from the source and set it to any color except gold. Gain 2 mana tokens of that color. Do not re-roll the die. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be how we're going to get our tokens. Oh my gosh. Pure Magic, when you play this, you may pay mana. If you pay green, you get these. If I power it up with a blue one, I can use it for anything that's going to be +7. So we might actually have some chance at some of these things. Our dummy player will go next. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what he has found. White, white, and green. So we're only going to advance 1 card. That's totally fine. We're going to take a little bit of risk, but it's not even that much of a risk here. I'm going to start with mana draw this turn. We're going to roll our white die. I'm going to, well, not roll it, but I'm going to use it to gain 2. I can set this, I can take a mana die from the source and set it to any color. Well, guess which one we're going to take? The black one. We're going to set it to green. We're going to set it to green, giving us 2 green mana tokens. These are tokens, not crystals, so we'll place them on that card so I remember to discard them instead of putting them in my pool. At this point, I am going to play this card, which is going to be pure magic, and I'm going to use it as a green, which is going to give me move 4. We're going to do some moving. I'm going to use one of these crystals, or tokens, I'm sorry, to move 4. We're going to start by doing, I think, let's just keep revealing these tiles, and maybe next time I can actually do something with them. Or I could move and try to attack something, but there's not much to attack from where I am. We're going to pay the 2 to move, see what we have found. We have found another core tile. It is not another city. It is we have a Draconum. We have another mine, a blue mine. Let's go up to the blue mine if we can get there. But look, this is all Badlands. Badlands are bad. Well, I guess they're not too bad. They only take 4. They're not as bad as swamps, but they're still pretty bad. We'll place it just like that, and we'll get our tokens out on the board. We have another keep. We have a blue mine, which is awesome. I got to get up there. Then we have our ancient ruins. We can go here to take on 2 different enemies to gain a spell and crystals. Okay, we'll put that right there. And we have our Draconum. He comes in ready to go. He's a rampaging or a enemy that is, oh my gosh, look at this guy. Resistant to cold and physical attacks. He can paralyze, which means I'll be discarding all my cards if I don't do a cold block of 6. And he attacks for 8. Oh, yuck. We'll see if we can get that guy. I do have 2 more movement points. I'm going to play this sideways. I know I've been keeping this since the beginning, but I really want to get somewhere. We're going to move down here. I lied. We're not going to go there. We're going to go right here. This is just too tempting. I can get 4 of all these crystals and a spell if I can take on both of those guys. That is probably going to be our plan next time. Now, I do have to set this crystal aside, or die aside. I can't use that anymore. But it didn't matter. It was black anyway. I couldn't use it. We'll re-roll this into the mana pool. I have no mana I can choose from. Oh no, it's all black. All the mana we have is either black or an unused die. This has to be one of the worst turns ever in the rounds ever in the history of Mage Knight. This is horrible. That's, I guess, it. We've moved in there. I don't really have the ability to attack this guy right now. Those 2 enemies, we'll do it in the next turn. We'll discard our 3 cards. We get to draw up to 6 because I'm still next to my keep. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we get. We found our Mana Bolt, which I don't have any mana for. Influence, and we found another move card. Maybe I'll just move again to maybe find some stuff. But of course, that Draconum's right next to us. If we move adjacent to it, it will attack us. If we move away from it, it won't. I don't know what to do. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't have any mana. This is absolutely bonkers. Our dummy player has 3 cards left. He's just going to play all 3 of those, and next turn he'll be claiming end of round. We have some options here, and if you haven't noticed, I'm not the greatest Mage Knight player on the planet. All my tactics are pretty terrible. We could try to take this out, giving ourselves a bunch of crystals and that magic card. I don't know if I can do it. I can't take this guy out. I can't do 14 damage. I don't have any fire in my hand to actually attack this guy, and he's physically resistant, so it'd be almost impossible. I need to get 14 damage. I can't get to this mine because every time I move past him, he's going to attack me. So I think our best bet is to try to take out this. Let's see what we can do. We'll draw both those tokens and see what we find. Here's our 2 tokens. We have found fire mages. That's fantastic. They attack for 6 fire. That's awesome. They are fire resistant. And then we found a gargoyle, which is physically resistant. That's all I've got is physical attacks. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can take out at least one of these guys. First thing we're going to do is go into, they get to attack me. I'm going to use these guys. I'm going to target unfortified enemy, does not attack this combat. I'm going to use that ability. We're going to pay one of our white mana crystals from the pool to block one of these enemies. And it really doesn't matter which, or prevent them from attacking. It doesn't matter which one it is. They're both going to do 2 damage to me. We'll just block. He doesn't get to fight. That's just the deal. Actually, I'm going to make him not fight. He doesn't get to fight. He gets hit me for 5, totally fine. He can hit me for 5 damage. There's nothing else I could do. I could try to block it. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd have to play some cards, but then I only get 2, 3 attack on that guy because I only have these 2 cards to play. I have my determination and my rage, and I don't even have crystals. It's not even worth talking about crystals. We're going to just take it. I'm going to take 2 wounds into my hand, and that's fine. We can get rid of these somehow. We're going to play our attack 2 right there, and another attack 2 here. I'm going to go after this guy since he's not physically resistant. I have to do 8 damage to this. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do it, but I'm just going to go after this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I've defeated them. I get the points for them, the fame, and this guy, if I believe right, stays right here, and we can maybe attack him next time. We'll get rid of this token and gain 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did get to level up, so we'll place this token this way. We can now gain a new unit, and I now have a hand size of 6, which is really good, but still only a 3 defense. We'll discard our cards, and I know exactly what card this is because I haven't seen my heal card yet, and I'll bet that's this one. Yep, it's Tranquility. I can heal 1 or draw a card. At this point, our dummy player will take end of round, and really the only thing I can do is heal 1. So we'll heal this wound right here, and that's really all I can do. I don't have any crystals to play, and I don't want to move because I want to take that guy out and get the rewards for that next turn. And of course, before I make a huge blunder, as usual, I'm going to use this to get rid of my other wound since I've got it and I haven't used it yet. That was the end of probably the worst Mage Knight round I've ever had. No dice were usable. That was pretty awesome. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, look at that. All my dice are usable. Oh my gosh, it's like glorious to see this kind of roll compared to what I had to play it the last time. We get new units, and since we've revealed a core tile, at this point we get to start putting out these advanced units. And the advanced units are placed one advanced one, then a regular one, and then an advanced one as well. So let's see what our first one is. They are going to be catapults, and I can get them from a city or a keep. I'm right next to a keep for 9 influence. Siege attack fire or ice 5 and a siege attack 3. That's really good. Let's see our normal one are scouts. It helps me see things and helps us with movement. And the last one are our sorcerers. They have range attack. Choose an enemy, lose all fortifications, range attack 3. Loses all resistances, range attack 3, or just a range attack 3. Both of these guys are awesome. We might want to try to get either one of those. That'd be great. There are 2 monasteries left still on the board. Let's draw a couple cards and see what I got. I got Learning, and I've got Blood Ritual. I can take a wound to gain a red crystal to your inventory and a mana token of any color, including non-basic. Oh, that's not bad. That'd help a lot because I'm having a problem getting crystals. Learning. Influence 2. Once during your turn, you may pay Influence 6 to gain an advanced action card from the advanced action offer to your discard pile. Or we could do 4, and they kind of boost up a lot of the things here. So I'll put those right here. Not sure if I'm going to buy those, because I don't know if I'm going to go to a monastery anytime soon. Next, we'll give Norawast a green mana crystal here in his pile. And we're going to give him a white card, which is terrible. I don't want him to have white cards. We'll see what new spell we get. We got Flame Wall. We'll put that here. So I just need white. Red mana is pretty much all I want if I want any of these spells. Fire Attack 5 or Fire Block 7. That's fantastic. We'll put those down here. There's so many good cards in this game. Let's see here. We also got Blood of the Ancients. Gain a wound. Pay 1 mana of any color. Gain a card of that color from the advanced action offer and put it into your hand. Super good. Especially since I've got the ability to heal myself pretty easily. Gain a wound to your hand or discard pile. Use the stronger effect of any card from the advanced action offer without paying its mana cost. The card remains in the offer. Oh, that's going to be good too. Though the ones in the offer right now are, I was really hoping for, it'd be cool to do for spells, but look at all these good spells over here. All right, that's the setup for that. I do have to reset myself as well. We'll take our cards, put them back into our deck, shuffle it up, give ourselves a good old truffle shuffle here and see what we get. Hopefully we get some good cards. I just need a little bit of move to get to that glade, and then maybe we can start taking on that city. But first we want to take out the rest of the ancient temples so we can get the stuff for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm next to my keep, so I get 7. I've got mana draw, swiftness, march, rage. This guy's going down. Will focus and a fireball spell. Awesome. We'll put another march card. Look at that. I got tons of cards now. Oh man, this is so much better than what we had last time because I even got mana to use it. That's going to be awesome. Let's turn both our tokens off. We're going to discard our card and we have to gain a new tactic. I'm pretty okay with my hand, so I think I'm going to take this one. One time this night, if your deed deck is empty, you may shuffle your discard pile and put 3 cards at random back into your deed deck. Then flip this card face down. I don't know if we'll use it. Hopefully we do. It'd be pretty cool. We'll shuffle these up and see which one he takes. Now there is one I've been saving. I'm hoping to use at the end of the game here, but we'll see if that even happens. We'll shuffle this up and see which one he's going to take from us. He's going to take, oh, the one I wanted at the end. That's going to be terrible. I think you're going to see how you lose at Mage Knight. Especially after that last turn, it was horrible. We'll shuffle his deck up as well and get it ready to go. And then we're going to take on, I think, those people at the place we're standing, and then we're going to move into probably trying to take on that city. We're going to start this turn off by not actually moving. We're just going to take this guy on here. He's got a total of 5 attacks, so I've got to try to block that. I don't have any way to block it. I do, but I'm going to use this card to actually attack him. So I'm not going to block. We're just going to take 2 wounds into our hand. That's totally fine. Place them into our hand, and we're going to play Will Focus. We're going to start there by using a green from the mana pool, being able to use this as a higher power. When you play this, play another action card. With it, get the stronger effect of that card for free. If that effect gives you a move, influence, block, or any type of attack, get that amount +3. So we're going to get 7. 7 from this. I'm going to play my March Sideways to give me 8. That'll be enough to take out our token because he has a defense, I believe, of 4, but it is physical, so I have to do double. So it's going to be 8. We've taken him out, which is going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to get some really good stuff. We'll start by getting 1, 2, 3, 4 fame. The token allows me to grab a spell. I'm going to grab Flame Wall, I think. Or should I cite Ignores Fortifications this turn? I think I like Flame Wall. We're going to go ahead and get it. I can use it for attacking and blocking. I think that'll be a good thing. Not to mention it'll give me extra stuff if I'm attacking more than one enemy, and we're going after that city. We'll replace it with a new card. We have Whirlwind. Target enemy does not attack this combo. That'd be really good. All right, we'll put that right there. And the best thing of all, I get a crystal of every color. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. This was the best runes to take on. The other thing I should have done is I should have healed 2 on my turn. There's no reason I should be keeping these wounds in my hand. I should have used that to heal my 2 before we moved on. I have to re-roll the die for our mana pool. Went to night. Oh, but it is night. That's awesome. I can use the more powerful spells. Oh, look at this. Take a wounded siege attack, fire 8. Oh, boom, boom. That'll be amazing. That's going to be hopefully the plan. I'm going to get 2 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 3 more cards, and I'm next to my keep. We got our influence, a move, and of course we got our Flame Wave spell. That was our first turn. We'll remove 3 cards from the dummy player, and it's red. He doesn't have a red crystal. I don't know how much moving we're going to be doing, so I'm actually going to use this to allow us to move 1 space, and I'm going to use this to assault that. Well, before we assault the city, we get to see what the stuff is, because I am now adjacent to the city. We have found in this city we have a Minotaur. He's brutal. He has 5 attack and 5 defense. Now remember, all these monsters are fortified. Oh, and he also has poison now too, which is fantastic. So we got a poisonous Minotaur. That's great. Then we have a Crypt Worm who's also poisonous. He's got 6. That's good. Why don't we make this guy poisonous too? That'd be awesome. No, nope, he's just brutal too with a fire attack of 6, and he's resistant to ice. Well, that's okay. I have fire. Let's see what we can do about this city. The first thing we're going to do is our mana draw here. I'm going to play the white crystal. I got a million white crystals. Why don't we play a white crystal right here to take a mana die from the source and turn it to any color. I'm going to grab this white one, again, because I have a ton of white crystals. We're going to turn it to red. Once it's turned to red, I'm going to gain 2 red crystal tokens. They're not crystals that I can put in my inventory. I can only use them this turn, but that's okay. We're totally going to. We're going to play, during our siege attack step, I'm going to play this fireball. We're going to place a red one there, and we're going to use the black one from our pool to allow us to take this guy out. I am going to gain 1 wound. We'll take that wound and place it right into my hand. Totally fine. Next, I'm going to have to block another creature. I'm going to block this one with that other token, my Flame Wall. I'm going to block this one because it's going to do 10 brutal damage to me. I can't deal with that, so we're just going to block Fire Block 7 on that card right there. That means this one's going to get through, and it's going to do 6 damage to us. I'm going to use, of course, my defense, so I'm able to block 3. And so I'm going to take 2 damage to my hand, but it is poisonous, so I'm going to take 2 damage to my discard pile as well. So this guy is tough. We'll put those in our discard pile. We'll put these 2 into our hand. That was terrible. Now it's going to be our turn to attack. We're going to use our swiftness, and we're going to pay another white crystal to use our range attack of 3. We'll also employ our savage monks here. We're going to activate them to give us an attack of 3. Sadly, this is not siege attack 5. That would have been awesome. We're going to take out the Minotaur because of his brutal. I don't like that brutal at all. It's brutal. That's going to be what we do against the city. I do have 2 more cards in my hand, a March and an Influence, but I can't really use them to attack because I can't do enough to take this guy out. I think that was the best bet. There's probably a better solution than what I have, but that's what I'm going with. We have a total of 3 wounds in our hand, 2 in our discard pile. That was not the greatest, but, well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe next turn we can probably try to take that guy out. For attacking a city, we lose 1 reputation. I did take out 2 of our enemies. We get a total of 11 fame, so we're at 30, so we're going to go to 41. That's awesome. We leveled up. I'm going to place our red die up here. I don't get that anymore, but I do get to reroll this one. I got 2 blue. Leveling up, I get to choose from 2 different skills. They are right there. One of them is freezing power once a turn, siege attack 1, or ice siege attack. That's fantastic. The other one we have is universal power. Once a turn, you may add 1 mana to a card played sideways. If you do, the card gives +3 instead of +1. If it's an action or spell card of the same color of the mana, it gives +4. Oh my gosh, that's really good, but I don't have a lot of crystals. That siege attack 1 might be really good because we have the savage monks that have a siege attack of 4. Of course, I could also take these as well. I think we're going to take this one. Now that we got a whole bunch of those crystals, hopefully that will help us out. We'll remove this one and we'll add another one to the common pool. It is right there. That one is forward march. Once a turn, move 1 for each ready and unwounded unit you control to a maximum move of 3. That's really good too. I might actually find this is one of the characters I was thinking about playing with next, and he seems pretty cool. We get to gain a card from our action space. I'm going to grab Crystal Mastery. It gives me I get to gain a crystal to your inventory of the same crystal as the crystal you already own, which is awesome because I own lots of different colors. And at the end of your turn, any crystals you have spent this round are returned to your inventory. That's really good. I'm going to put it right here. I'm in a healing glade. I get to throw away one of my wounds at the end of my turn. I also have to discard my cards and, of course, all the crystals we used, and our unit comes back to us and it has already been used now. We will restock our advanced action cards. We now have this one, Peaceful Moment, Influence 3. You may play this as your action for the turn. If you do, you may get a heal 1 or get 2 influence you spend. That's for every 2 influence you spend. Or I can power that up a little bit. We'll go to our dummy player. He's going to use 1, 2, 3. He ends with a white card, so that's 3 more. 1, 2, and is that 2 cards right there? Nope, it's only 1 and 3. How yuck. I do get to draw up to 6 cards. I should have done that before I did the dummy player. We got our Mana Bolt, and we've also got our Crystal Mastery. I think those are going to be 2 absolutely fantastic cards that are going to be together. I think it's going to be a lot of fun this turn. We're going to attempt to assault this city yet again. I'm going to use a March to move 2 to move in here. I'm going to get -1 reputation for doing that. One thing I forgot is I'm on that Magic Glade. So at the start of my turn, I should have gained a black mana token. I believe I should have had one last turn too, but I forgot about that. But that's okay. We're going to take this guy down before he even knows what happened. I'm able to play Mana Thunderbolt. When you play this, pay mana. If you paid blue, it's an ice attack, but we're going for this green, which is going to be a siege ice attack 8. It's going to be awesome. In order to play it, I have to play a blue mana. I'm going to use the one from our pool. Then I'm going to use our green mana crystal and be able to get a siege ice attack 8 by also using our black mana token that we have. Before I use my green token crystal, though, I'm going to use Crystal Mastery to gain a crystal to your inventory of the same color as the crystal you already own. We're going to play this card to get a green crystal back before we play it on our Thunderbolt card. That's going to be our plan. This guy is going to be hit with an Ice Siege Attack 8, and there's nothing he's going to do about that. Boom! This guy is just done. We have taken this city. This is pretty sweet. Let's just re-roll this since it's right here. Oh, white, that's terrible. I should say gold. It's not white, but gold is still terrible. We get the 5 for taking this guy out, so I'm going to gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lose 1 reputation for assaulting the city. We now get to place 3 tokens on here. I also should have been placing tokens here as well. For example, we took this keep, so I should be placing a token in the keep. We took this mage tower, so I should place a token in the mage tower. It's something to represent this when you go to score points, or if you're playing a competitive or cooperative with other players, you know who's got what things here. It's kind of cool. These miniatures have them so they fit right in there. So we'll place it just like that. We are now in this city, which is sweet. I've got 2 rampaging enemies next to me, which is totally fine. I'm going to take them both out. It's going to be awesome. But we'll have to wait till next turn. We're going to discard our cards. Also return all the crystals back to the bank that we didn't use. I've got 3 here. I get a total of 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. And since I am adjacent to or in a city that I own, I get 2 more cards as well. So we have Pure Magic, Determination, Chilling Stare, a move card, and we have Swiftness. So its move card is Stamina. Our dummy player is going to discard 3 cards, and this person is a blue one, so we are going to discard 1 more. One thing that's cool about having that city is with these 3 shield tokens, my influence is +3 in this place. Also, I can pay 6 to gain a card from the action deck, or I can draw one off the top if I wish to. But what we're going to do is we're going to pay our 4 influence from our illusionists. We're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to also play Promise for 2 more influence. This is going to give us the ability to recruit a new unit. I'm going to choose this one. I can get it only from a city or a keep. This is going to be our catapults. These look absolutely amazing, and I'm probably about to use them on some poor orcs. But we'll do that next turn. That is the end of our turn. We just did an action. That's totally fine. I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 1 more card. Let's see what we've got. We got our Crystal Joy. It's now the dummy player. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully nothing bad. Oh no, it's white. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, they're going to claim end of turn next round. We're going to try to take out both these rampaging enemies at the same time. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to start by moving, so that'll activate the rampaging enemies here. I'm going to use a move 2. Now I'm going to move over here. So I actually have to get 5 movement. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card sideways using my token and using a green crystal. What that token does is once per turn, you may add 1 mana to a card played sideways. If you do, that card gains +3 instead of +1. If it's an action or spell card of the same color, it gains +4. Well, it's not the same color, but that's okay. I'm still going to get a move 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're going to move over to here. Moving over there is going to trigger both of these guys to attack me, which is just fine. The first one we're going to take out is going to be this one. We're going to use our new catapults. I'm going to pay the blue from our source to activate our catapults, giving me a siege attack of 5, killing off this enemy during the siege and range combat step. We'll re-roll this die, even though I'm not going to be able to use it while I'm doing the rest of this. That's okay. I'm going to play... Then this guy's going to attack me. I'm just going to have to take 2 wounds. I have a defense of 3, so we're going to take 2 wounds. That's totally fine. We're up to 4 wounds in our hand, which, well, isn't fine, but there's not much I can do about it. We're going to play this one with a ranged attack of 3. We're going to pay our crystal to get 3 attack there. I'm going to play Pure Magic, and I'm going to pay a red crystal here to give myself a total of 7 attack, which is going to beat the 6. He is elusive, then unless I was able to block him, he's going to gain the 6 defense. So we've taken both of these people out with a big cost in cards and with cost in mana tokens, but that's okay. We're going to gain a total of 5 fame, and we've killed 2 rampaging enemies, meaning we get 2 more influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are up to 51, so we did level up again. I get another unit I can gain, and on top of that, I now have 4 defense and 6 cards. That 4 defense is going to be so good. I'm going to discard our cards and all the crystals we use. I still get 2 cards, believe it or not, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand, and I'm next to my city, so I get 2 more. I get Threaten and Rage. This is going to be absolutely perfect, to tell you the truth. Oh, so good. With no cards, our dummy player is going to claim end of round. In a village, you are able to heal. You can buy 1 point of healing for every 3 influence here. That's what we're going to do. I've got a total of 3, 4, 5. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the white from here to give myself 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I can play this sideways, and 9. So for every 3, I get to get rid of 1 of our wound cards. So I'm going to get rid of 3 of these. So we're going to throw these away. I don't want any of those anymore. And we're going to, that's the end. We're going to discard our cards. We've used all the stuff we could. The only card we didn't get our heal card. It was still stuck in here somewhere. The one of the 2 cards left out. It's always on the bottom. We're going to put this into our discard pile. We're kind of going to get ready for the beginning of the turn. I get to roll this up, but it's going to go to the day side anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And we're going to discard our tactics card. We no longer need that. But let's go to the beginning of our new round. We'll start by turning this to the day side and giving ourselves a good old roll on the mana dice. Let's see what we get. We've got an awesome set of dice now. Oh, that's so good. It's so better than that one turn. Let's get some new units and some new action cards that I'm probably not going to buy because those monasteries are so far away. We do get 1 regular one and 2 elite units. Let's see what the first one is. We've got what is this? Heroes. We got heroes. Why not get some heroes? They're 9. Oh, and it's ×2 on your reputation. So if I actually had positive reputation, it'd be even easier. They have 4 defense. They are resistant to fire. You have to pay 2 influence to activate this unit during an assault or an attack on another player. Oh, but it gets attack or block 5. If I pay red, it gets cold fire attack 6. Influence 5 used during interaction. Reputation +1. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Let's see what this one is again. Oh, thugs, just the opposite. Those guys, if you have negative reputation, it's easier to get them. They do attacking and blocking and stuff. Let's see what else we got. Oh, more catapults. Oh my gosh, imagine if I came rolling in with 2 catapults onto a town. Boom, boom, just hit them with 10 siege fire attack or 10 siege ice attack. That'd be so good. We also have to get some of our action cards down here as well. Let's see what the 2 action cards we have. Spellforge and Agility. Move 2 during combat. This turn you may spend move points to get attack 1 for each. Gain 1 crystal to your inventory of the same color as one of the spell cards or in the spell offer. Oh, that'd be really good. We'll put those right there. And let's get our dummy player ready. He's going to gain a red crystal to his set of crystals in his pool here. He's got 3 white, 2 green, 1 blue, and 1 red crystal. We're then going to go ahead and get a new one of these cards out here. Let's see what card we have. Snowstorm, range attack 5, or take a wound and ice siege attack 8. Oh my gosh, that'd be really good. I could have a fire and an ice one. We're going to give him a blue card, move these down, and put out another card. We've got Ambush. Move 2. Add +1 to your first attack card of any type or +2 to your first block card of any type whenever you play the first card. Or if you power it up, you add +2 to your first attack card or +4 to your block. Wow. All right. Oh man, this is what's so cool about this game. There are so many cards and every card is good in some way. It's super cool. We're going to get ourselves all set up. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8 because I'm next to my keep and I get 6 hand size. So we got Rage, we got a Wound, we've got Promise, we've got Crystal Joy, we got Chilling Stare, Crystal Mastery, Stamina, and Pure Magic, and of course we got our Wound card. We do get to regain a Day Tactic card, and the only 2 left are either Rethink or Early Bird. I think we're just going to take Rethink. We'll give him Early Bird. He can go first. That's fine. Rethink allows me to, when you take this tactic, discard up to 3 cards, including wound cards from your hand, then draw that many cards and shuffle your discard deed deck back, or shuffle your deed deck again. I think I'm just going to get rid of the wound. I have to re-put it back in, but that's okay. we got another wound. That was absolutely hilarious. So now I wish I would have gone first. All right, we are going to shuffle our deed deck. After we did that, that was absolutely hilarious. I'm going to give it a good old truffle shuffle here and put it all back together. And of course, drop them all over the ground. There we go. Just like that. Now we're going to be able to start our turn. Before we start our final turn, there is something I did wrong. This rampaging enemy should not have been attacked. When I moved out, they only attack if you are moving into an adjacent square that they're in. So when I moved over here, it was still adjacent to him, so he would attack. This one would not. So we're going to take back the 2 fame and also the 1 reputation for taking him out, putting me at 49 fame and 0 reputation, just right flat in the middle of the reputation board where we should have been. The dummy player has the first turn. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue one. Thank goodness, not a white one. It almost was white. It looked very white. We're going to discard that one, and we're going to go into our turn. I really want to take this keep and also maybe take out this Draconum. Plus, we're still looking for that last city. But there is a unit I really want to get, and I can get it in a city or I can get it in a keep. But I do have 2 move at this point. We're going to move back to the city to gain that unit. I'm going to play 2 to move back into the city. At this point, we're going to play Crystal Joy, which I'm going to use the blue mana from our mana pool here, which allows me to gain a crystal of any basic color to your inventory. At the end of your turn, you may discard another card, including a wound, to take this card back to your hand, which is probably what we're going to do. We're going to take a red mana crystal and put it into our inventory. The last thing we're going to do is use our 2 cards here. We've got 3 influence, plus we've got 2 more influence, so that's 5. I don't have any extra from where I am in the reputation track, but I do get 3 more because of the 3 shields I have in my city. That gives us a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 because of those 3 tokens. I only need 1 more. I'm going to use my Rage card. I'm going to play it sideways to gain 1 more influence. That's going to give us 9 influence. We're going to take another set of catapults. I've got 6 siege attack without even using any crystals, and if I power them up, I get a total of 10 siege attack. That's absolutely bonkers awesome. That's going to be the end of our turn. We've done our move and also done our interact action. We're going to re-roll this mana die. We got a red mana in the pool, and I'm going to discard my wound card to give myself Crystal Joy back into our hand because we used the bottom effect. At the end of your turn, you may discard another card, including a wound, to take this card back in your hand. This is going to be the key to our success right now. If I can keep that card going over and over with blue mana, there's a chance that I could potentially get a whole bunch of mana tokens going into the final turn in the night and see if we can actually, final round, and see if we can do something to that last city. Of course, we have to find it first. We'll put our discarded cards there, and we get to get a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because I'm in my town, so I get 5 more cards. I love having lots of cards. We have our Mana Bolt card. We have our March card. We have our Fireball card. That's awesome. Now, of course, during the day, I can really never play the bottom parts of these. I have Swiftness, which is another move card. We'll put it over there. And we have an attack block card. That's awesome. We got a lot of really good things. Let's try to keep Crystal Joy going. Our dummy player is going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. It's green. Oh, green's not too good. I've got 2 of those there. That's okay. Let's start moving. I'm going to move with this card, only doing 2, and I'm going to play this one sideways to give myself my 3rd movement, being able to move into our glade, which hopefully I can get I'm going to get a token from at the beginning of my next turn, and if I draw any wounds, I can heal them as we go, but I don't think that's going to happen. We've got our move right to there. We're then going to play Crystal Joy and grab a green mana. And I'm going to use the top part, so I'm going to be able to pay a mana of any basic color to gain a crystal of that color to your inventory. We're going to take a green crystal and put it into our inventory. I'm allowed to discard any card at the end of your turn as long as it's not a wound. So this time I can't do the wounds, but I don't have any, to take this card back in your hand. That probably is going to happen. We'll see how it goes. That's how we're going to do this turn. Totally fine. Let's roll it up. We have white in the pool. Even though we got white, I'm still going to discard this card to be able to pull Crystal Joy back to our hand. There we go. We're gaining some crystals. I'm going to discard my cards. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm still next to my city, so I get 6, 7, 8. Let's see what other 2 cards we got. We got another Stamina, which is another move card, which is good. And we got this one. Oh, that's perfect. Another card I can discard because I'm not going to be using Influence anymore to get Crystal Joy back into our hand. Our dummy player is going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Green is a 2. Okay, we're going to discard 2 cards. At the beginning of our turn, since we're in the glade, I get a crystal, a gold crystal that I can use for any type of mana I want. We're going to start by moving. I'm going to pay this to move 2, and I'll probably do another one sideways. Oh, I've got this. I'm going to use this to draw a card. I'm not going to use any mana for it. Let's draw a card. We've got plenty of stuff to heal ourselves. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, wow, look at that. We got another move card. I'm just going to use it right now. I'm going to move right into there. That's perfect. They've done our movement. That's fantastic. Now we're going to try to take out that Draconum. This is going to be pretty tough, but I think we can do it. We're going to use 2 units, I think, in order to do this. That's a lot of units. Try to do this. And I'm going to be using crystals, too, which I really am trying to keep a hold of, but I don't know how else to take this guy out. We're going to use our Savage Monks and our Catapults. We're going to activate both of these. Now, he's physically resistant, and he's resistant to ice, but he's not resistant to fire. So we're going to use, we're going to use our Fire Crystal. I have a Fire Crystal. We're going to use the Fire Crystal. No, I lied. We're not going to use Fire Crystal. We're going to use what's in the pool. We always use what's in the pool. We're going to attack him with what's in the pool. That's going to be a fire attack of 5. He doesn't have any resistance to that, so he only has 2 more that I need to do because he's at 5. So we're going to use our green crystal here to power up our siege attack of 4. So we've done a total siege attack of 5 that he's not going to be resistant to, and then 4 that he is going to be resistant to, meaning it's only going to do half, so it's 2, but 5 plus 2 is 7. That's enough to take this guy down. So we're going to get our 8 fame and our 2 influence, but we use 2 units and 2 mana sources. We are going to roll up this mana source and see what we get. We got another red. Fame by 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our 1 influence. And before I do something really stupid and dumb, I'm going to use my crystal here instead of that green crystal as my green mana. Because remember, I can't carry over these tokens. I've put it here for a reason so I wouldn't forget it. But I almost did forget it. We're going to use that to power this green mana up so I can actually keep the green crystal. We're going to play Crystal Joy, which is going to allow us to use a color from the pool. I guess we'll use red again to gain a crystal of that color to your inventory, and at the end of my turn I can discard a card to keep it. At this point I'm also going to use this card as well. I'm allowed to gain a crystal to your inventory of the same color as the crystal you already own. I'm going to choose green. We're going to take a green crystal into our inventory, so we're loading up on crystals pretty well. I'm also getting rid of some cards. I have to discard a card though if I want to pull this back to my hand. The only one I really have left to discard is this or any of my spells. Oh, these spells are really good though. Do I really want to get rid of Mana Bolt and Fireball? This turn is all about keeping crystals, so I'm going to get rid of Pure Magic. We're going to discard that, even though it allows me to do a lot of different things, to bring Crystal Joy back to my hand. I have a hand size of 6, and I'm no longer next to my city, so I'm only going to get 3 new cards. Hopefully there's something good. Well, Wound's no good. Will Focus and Rage. No, that'll be pretty good. I think I know what card I'm discarding in order to bring that back to my hand. We shall see. I forgot to roll our mana into our mana pool. Oh, another yellow one. That's awesome. Now I get to discard 3 cards. 1, 2. Yeah, get rid of those white ones. Oh, blue's only 1. Fantastic. 1 more. That's just totally fine. 3 would be absolutely terrible because I only had 3 left. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't white. If the only thing left on this turn we're trying to do is find that last city and take down that keep, this isn't going to be enough to do that. What I need to do is get move. I don't have any move. We're again going to play Crystal Joy to gain a mana of any basic color crystal to your color inventory. I'm going to choose white this time because that's really all we have. I'm really hoping to get blue in there sometime soon, but we'll take our white crystal, put it there. We'll re-roll this die, and we got a blue, so we're going to get blue into there. Finally, we can use blue next time. I'm going to take this back into my hand with my Rage card. I'm going to discard this card. At this point, I'm also going to get rid of Will Focus. No, I'm going to keep Will Focus. Nope, we're going to get rid of it. I lied. Get rid of Will Focus, which will give us a green crystal to our pool. So we've got a ton of crystals now. We have 1 white, 2 red, and 3 green crystals. And our mana pool sits with 2 white, or 2 yellow, and a blue. That's awesome. I can use the yellows to fire off either one of these to take down that keep when I get the movement to get there. What's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 2 more cards. Oh, there's a move too, but that's not quite enough. Oh, another wound. Well, at least I know how to get rid of wounds. So I'm going to get rid of them with these when it comes to my turn. Our dummy player is going to discard the last couple cards they have. Our 2 move is sadly not quite enough to get us into that, so we're going to save this because I might need it. I am going to remove both of these wounds with my heal spell here. I do have a move right here, but I do have to end my turn on a safe place, and I want to get in the keep, or so I can't keep going is what I need to do. We're going to play our Crystal Joy, this time to get a blue crystal into our inventory. We'll place it right there, and this time I think we're finally going to lose this card. It's done a very good job for us so far. Let's roll this up. Oh my gosh, it's all yellow. That is amazing. We're going to discard those, oh no, I'm not going to discard this one. What am I doing? I'm keeping that one. We're discarding that one. So I get a total of 6, so I get 3 more cards. Oh, good, here's our other move card. Oh, and I got our mana draw, which I believe I played wrong in the last time. I said I couldn't use the mana from this once I rolled it back into the source, but it's just be able to change it, and I can use the mana and then be able to roll it again. But I didn't do it right last time. That's totally fine. We've got some really good cards here. And look at this. I can even take a mana die from the source, set it to any color except gold, gain 2 mana tokens of that color. Do not re-roll this die, which is going to be really good because I can use some of these bottom parts of these cards. Our dummy player claims end of turn. Here's how we're going to take the keep. We're going to start by playing our 2 move cards. I can move 3 and move 5, but in order to do this, I have to discard another card. I'm going to discard my Mana Bolt. I no longer need that card. That gives us the 5 we need to go ahead and assault this. This is going to lower our reputation back to 0. And now we can try to take this guy on. Now he can't, when you go to assault something, you can use siege attack first, but he's double fortified, meaning I can't even use siege attack against this guy. So we're gonna have to figure out another way to do it. He's gonna attack me for 3, totally fine. I'm super okay with that. I have this right here. I'm going to use the white or yellow mana from here to gain the bottom ability and play it as a white, to take a mana die from the source and send it to any color except gold. I'm going to choose red. That way I'm going to be able to gain 2 mana tokens of that color. Now these aren't crystals, so I believe I can have them. I'm going to place them right out here. These are mana tokens. Again, they're going to go away at the end of my turn. These 2 dice were used. We're going to then, we have to block 3. Okay, I've got fire block 7 here. We're going to use the mana crystal, or token, I apologize, to fire block 7 against the 3 damage coming in. Blocked it. Then we're going to use this to range attack 5, and I'm going to use my catapults as a siege attack 3. I can use them as a siege attack 3. I just didn't get to use the power of siege. So that's a total of, what, 8 damage. It only has a 7 defense. We again have destroyed this guy. We have taken over the keep. We get to put our little shield token in there, which is awesome. And I get to stand right up here, and I'm super happy mage is what I am. Because I'm going to get lots of cards next turn because I've got multiples. Okay, that's not happening. We'll lay it down, and then I'll stand on top of it. There. Much happier mage that way. Our fame only 1, 2, 3 goes up by 3. I wanted to fight something that gave us 6. That would have been a lot better. This might be a little out of order. I should have done this before I even attacked. I should have used them to gain a white mana crystal, so I'm going to put this into my inventory. We have a boatload of crystals going into the night phase. I'm pretty excited about this. 3 greens, a blue, 2 white, and a red. I wish I would have had 1 more blue, but you know, I'm okay with what I have. We'll discard our cards and put our units right back down there. We'll flip our board to the night side, roll up our 3 dice. We've got a red, a white, and a green. Oh, this is so much turned around since the last beginning of the game when I had almost no mana in the pool I could use. We have a lot of tokens here for her. She's going to get a red mana card or red mana crystal, and she's going to gain a red card to her deck. We'll shuffle that up a little bit and give it a good old shuffle here so that it's all set to go. We'll give her a red crystal. And we're going to go to getting our new units out there, but I'm not sure if we can get any more because I don't have any room for them, and I don't know if I want to get rid of any. We'll discard these 2 units we didn't get, and also the 2 cards we're not ever going to see in our entire life because there's nothing like that close to us. We have some Guardian Golems, and our 2 advanced ones are, we have Heroes again, 9. Oh, maybe I should get these guys. You have to pay 2 influence to activate this unit during an assault or an attack on another player. Block 5, ranged attack 7, influence 5. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Let's see what else I can get them at a city too. We've got fire mages, fire attack or fire block 6, gain a red mana token, range fire attack 4. Now I could get another one of these units. I would just have to disband one because I don't have any place for them present in my group of units that I can actually have. We're going to gain some new tactic or new cards here that I could buy. I could buy Crushing Bolt and Decompose. Well, I don't think I'm going to get either of those because they're stuck in the monasteries, but I do get to add some to our row over here. We'll drop these 2 down and add another one here that I could actually buy at my city if I want to go back. Rush of Adrenaline for each wound. For each of the first 3 wounds you take in your hand this turn, draw a card. Card draw is not bad. We'll also move our spells down, gain another spell. Let's see what we got. Space Bending. This turn you may move to space and explore new tiles that are 2 spaces away from you as if they were adjacent. Ignore any space you leap over this way. Your movement does not provoke rampaging enemy attacks. Oh, well, that's not bad. Don't think I'm going to be getting that. Well, unless I can't find the city. Then we got big trouble here. We do have to get ourselves all prepared, so let's pull these up. Let's shuffle this up a little bit, give it a good old truffle shuffle here, and see what we are able to draw into our hand. And at this point, we can then grab our tactic for the night side. Our hand is all set to go. We do flip over our tokens, so they're ready to go. I didn't even use 2 of them. Maybe I chose the wrong token or cards as we've been doing this. I get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm at a keep 1, and I have actually own another keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards to begin with. I got our Flame Wall. I've got Pure Magic, Improvisation, Tranquility, Swiftness, Stamina, We have a move card. That's awesome. And we have Crystal Mastery. I can get rid of the wound card just with that. That's fantastic. Now we have to choose one of the two tactics for the night. When you take this tactic, search your deck for any one card and put that card into your hand and shuffle your deck, or go first. I think I'm just going to let the dummy player go first, and we're going to take our preparation card. And now I get to choose a card from my deck. I don't even know what I need. I've chosen a green move card, mainly because I have a lot of green mana. That way I can maybe start moving. Now I do have to shuffle this deck up after I take that card out. All right, give it a truffle shuffle here, so it's all set to go. And that's it. Now our dummy player does get to go first. Our dummy player draws 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a white card right away. Oh, that's terrible. All right, 3 more. Oh, and I didn't get any white cards there. Oh, that would have been really good if I would have. We'll use our move 4 card here. I'm going to play my green mana from the pool, and then we can use 2 of it to check out the next tile. Let's go ahead and grab it. It's going to go right here. We have found, oh, we found the other city. That's fantastic. We really needed to because I don't know how else I was going to get to it if I didn't have, with all the move I didn't have. All right, let's see. That goes like that. Okay, just, oh man, there's a Draconum though right next to that city first. Oh, barf. Our Draconum is this one. It has 9 defense and it had attacks for 5 and it has swiftness and poison. That's terrible. I get 7 for killing it. That's really good. I get to move 2 more if I want to move past this rampaging enemy, but then he will activate an attack. But you know what? It might not be that bad of an idea. I've got 4 movement. I used 2. I could use these 2 more to get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've used 2. It'd take 3. Oh, it's nighttime. It's going to take a lot more to move into that forest than I'd really like to use. We are going to use this last card for a move 2. That gives a total movement of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will move us into here. We use 2 to reveal the tile. Whoops, I knocked my guy down. 2 to reveal the tile, and then another, 6 to move into here, and that's totally fine, which is going to trigger him because I'm moving to a space adjacent to him. So we have to try to figure out how to take this guy down. Let's move our move cards out of the way here and see if we can get him. Now, I could try to siege attack him for 9, and he wouldn't even get a chance to attack. I have to defend 10. 10 is what I have to defend. That's not going to happen. There's no way. What we're going to do is guy is going to block. He's going to block. He's going to take a wound, and he's going to block. And that's fine. He's also going to get poisoned, though. So I believe he takes another wound. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to probably do the standing this guy anyway. I might be doing this wrong. Please let me know in the comments below. But I think he gets another one for being poisoned. Totally fine. He's going to take 2 of that damage. That means his attack is now a 3, which then I can block the rest of that with my 4, which I'm not going to take any damage from it. Totally fine. We'll move him to the side. We're going to play Improvisation and Pure Magic. I'm going to pay red mana for both of those. We'll use our 2 crystals, 1 here and 1 there. That's going to give us a total of 9 attack. I have to discard another card. It doesn't say I can't discard wounds unless I'm wrong. We'll put that down here. That's discarded. Totally fine. I do 9 damage. That's enough to take out this Draconum. Fantastic. Oh, good, good, good. And we didn't only lost this guy. It doesn't matter. I'm probably going to disband him anyway soon. We're going to gain 2 influence for taking out the Draconum. I don't think I got the influence from the last Draconum I killed, so we're going to go up to +2. I don't think I did. We're going to gain our 7 fame for killing this guy. He's going to go down our stack of super dudes down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing awesome. I get to level up again. Before we go to leveling ourselves up, we're going to look at our cards here. We still have to do a few things. One is when that Draconum actually did attack me, I should have taken a wound for that, because when I blocked it or took the damage from our illusionist, that still would have been a wound onto me, and then I would have reduced it by 4 with our armor. So I will take a wound into my hand, which is totally fine. I would have probably had 1 less card for that last attack, but that's okay. It'll be okay. I also have to put 1 into my inventory as well, so we'll place that one in there. I don't really care. Or discard, sorry. Not a big deal. I'm never going to see my discard pile again. I'm going to get rid of this wound with this card right here, which is totally fine. We'll play that one. I'm also going to play this. I should have done that. That way I could pay a blue crystal to gain back my 2 red crystals I used for that attack. And then we're going to gain back all of these crystals, because the bottom card says right here, at the end of turn, any crystals you have spent this turn are returned to your inventory, which is going to be fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and play those. We're going to discard all of our cards, and we're going to go get our level up. The 2 skills we get to choose from are Motivation and Green Crystal Craft. Green Crystal Craft says once around, flip this to gain a blue crystal to your inventory and 1 green mana token. Oh, that'd be really good. But of course, I've already got 3 green in here, but that's okay. Mana tokens I think I can get more of. If I'm wrong, let me know. This right here is Motivation. It states, once around, on any player's turn, flip this to draw 2 cards. If you have at least the least amount of fame, which you always do in a solo player's turn, also gain a green mana token. You cannot use another motivation skill until the end of your next turn. Of course, I could also choose Marching Forward, Days Sharpshooting, or Bonds of Loyalty. I think we're going to keep on going with my skills. I like these crystals. I want to get the blue one and the green crystal. I think that's going to be really good. I do add another skill to the common pool. Oh, that's the co-op one. That's the Calming the Weather one. Once around, the move cost of all terrain is reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1 for you this turn. Put this in the center. Any player may return it to you face down to reduce the movement cost of all terrain by 1 for them on their turn. Okay, well, that's not, well, it doesn't really pertain to me. Okay, we're going to put that right here. Totally fine. That's what we're going to do. We're going to discard this one. We don't get a chance at that one. We almost made it all the way to the end of these. I've never gotten all the way to the bottom, which would be pretty cool. I also get to draw an action card, and we're going to assault that city. I think things are not going to go perfectly for me. I'm going to grab a Rush of Adrenaline so I can get the first 3 wounds you take into your hand this turn. I can draw a card. Hopefully that will help us out in the next turn we have to assault this thing. I think it's going to take more than 1 to take it. Otherwise, I can pay a red or green after taking the first wound to your hand this turn, throw it away, and draw a card. For each of the next 3 wounds you draw a card. So it kind of gives you 1 for free if you get this. Let's take this card. We'll replace it with a card we'll never see. It is going to be Heroic Tale, which gives us some influence or reputation, which would have been awesome at the beginning of the game, but near the end of the game, that ain't going to help me for butt kiss. I got super excited to take out that Draconum. I forgot when I revealed the city, I had to put the city out. So we're going to get our city all set here. We're doing a level 8, so I have 2 white and 2 purple enemies. Our 2 purple tokens are... We have Frost Mages, which are going to be pretty bad. I got to stop 5 Frost coming in. And we also have, I believe these are the Illusionists. They are going to come in with an attack from a dungeon monster. Now, the sad thing is, all of these that attack with fire, ice, or cold fire are going to get bonuses to their attack, which is absolutely terrible. Our first white one is going to be another guy who attacks with fire or something. This is a gunner. That's fantastic. We'll put him right there. And our last one is right here. We've got, these are Alta Mages. They attack with cold fire. That's awesome. And of course, they're both brutal. That's going to be terrible. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a terrible city to try to take. They all attack with some, well, except this guy, but who knows? I don't even know what he attacks with. We'll draw up to the rest of our cards here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards total. 7, 8 for the ones that are on our, because we're standing next to our keep still. So we're going to gain another move card, which is awesome. We'll put that over here. We get a Mana Bolt, a Promise. That looks like a card played sideways. Oh, here's another card played sideways. And then we have our Adrenaline Rush we just got. So we have some pretty good, these are really good for attacking that city. Oh, we'll see if we can do it. I also need to reroll our mana die. I totally forgot to do that. Come on, black. Oh, I got red. I was hoping for black. Our dummy player is going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. That's a blue one, so it's only going to go 1. Our blue city is ready to be attacked, but we're not going to do it right now. I'm going to play our 2-move March card to move over here. I'm then going to play our influence and 2 influence cards here. I've got one that's a 4 influence and one that is 2. That's going to be a total of 6. Plus I have 2 reputation right now, so that's 6, 7, 8. And if I play one more card, I'm going to play Swiftness sideways to give myself 9. That's going to give us 9. I'm going to gain these Fire Mages that can be picked up either at a Wizard's Tower or a Monastery. That's fantastic. And since I revealed another Monastery, I totally forgot. I need to look at another card that I could buy. Song of the Wind. I could move 2. It's basically a moving card. Not too worried about that one. Let's take these mages and put them in with the rest of our units. At this point, it is time to say goodbye to our illusionists. They were very helpful to us, but we're going to disband them and recruit this creature right here. They are the Fire Mages. They're going to be awesome. That's fantastic. That's the end of our turn. We'll discard our cards, draw up some new cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am not next to my keep anymore, so I only get 2 cards. We've got a move 2 and an attack or block of 4. That's pretty good. Our dummy player is going to discard 1, 2, 3 cards, and I think at this point we have to start assaulting that city because otherwise I don't think I'm going to make it because I can compete with this guy, and I don't have any more move cards left. We're going to assault our city here. Let's see how this goes. I'll start by doing a move 2 to move into the city to assault it. I lose 1 reputation. They're going to go ahead and attack now, but first we get to do our siege attacks, and we don't have anybody that's double fortified, so that's fantastic. Now, of course, all these people are going to get extra attacks because of these fires and cold fires and barf. It's all barf. Let's siege attack them. I've got a siege attack of 4 right here, which is enough to kill off, I believe, this guy. We're going to take this guy down. Totally fine. He's gone. I'm going to double fire siege attack on this guy. That's going to take him out. I'm going to pay our mana from the pool, and I'm going to pay a mana crystal to do our fire siege attack 6. He is done. I don't think I have any more siege attack that I can play right now. The only other one I have is an ice siege attack 5, which isn't enough to take any of these guys out. So now they get to attack me. We'll see what we can do about blocking these guys. He's attacking for 7. That's going to be terrible. I could fire block for 7 right there if I want to, which I think is the way to go. We're going to block that. Or maybe I should block this. It's probably better to block that guy. 4, that's going to be brutal 8. Oh, let's take a look at this. We might change our mind. Well, in order to block this, I need 10. Unless I actually have cold fire out there. And I don't have any cold fire at block, so I only have fire block. So we are going to use this to block this one right here. So I'm going to take a brutal fire attack of 5, which means I'm going to take a wound, reduce it by 4, and then take some more damage from there. What he's going to do actually, he's going to go to 5, 10 damage is coming in. He's got 4 plus 1 is 5. It's brutal, so that's 10, and it's poisonous. So I'm going to take 10 damage. 10 divided by 2 is going to be like 3 wounds coming in. Because I'm going to take 10 minus 4 is going to go to 6, take a wound, go to 2, take a wound, and then that's it. So I'm going to take 3 damage. Not the end of the world, 3 wounds I can take. Now, of course, I'm taking 3 to my hand, but I'm also going to be taking 3 to my discard pile as well. So I'll put those 3 in here in the never-to-be-seen discard pile right there. At this point, I get Rush of Adrenaline fires off. Let's make sure I did this right. 10 damage coming in, so 10 minus 4 is going to be 6 and a wound. Then it's 2 and a wound, and then it's just a wound, and get through the rest of it. Okay, so I think I take 3. We're going to use our Rush of Adrenaline. I can pay green. Why not pay green here? The first wound you hand, I can go ahead and just toss. I get to draw a card for that as well. So we got 1 card here. I've got our Chilling Stare. Next, I get to draw 2 more for each of the other wounds I just took. I got a Rage card and a Mana Draw, which is awesome. We'll put those over there, kind of off screen. I apologize. I'm going to use the ones that I've played. I'm just going to stack up together over here so we can get the ones that we haven't played right in view here. That's fantastic. Here's our cards. Here's the crystals we've already used. I'll put them right over there. This is done too. We've done all that. We've taken our damage and we've done our blocks. All right, fantastic. Now we have to try to do our damage here. We have no more fire that I can use. I can use an additional mana from the mana die from its source. Let's play Mana Draw to allow me to use another mana from the mana source. So I have another red over here if I wish to use it, or another white if I wish to use it. I'm going to spoil it right now. I'm not going to use white. Not going to use white. We're going to take these guys down. We're going to use the red to power up our Rage to do a total of 6 attack here on one of our characters there, then one of our enemies. We're going to move our Chilling Stare. I don't think we're even going to use it. We've got 4, 5, 6 with this powered up. That's enough to take this guy down. He has ice defense, not against physical, so he is defeated. The ice mages are gone. We have only this guy left, and I've got Mana Bolt in my hand. We're going to pay our blue, and then we're going to pay green. Green is going to give us it's going to give us Siege Attack 5. That's terrible. What's white? White's ranged attacks, ice attack 6. That'll be fine. We can range ice attack 6, but now I need some kind of other. Oh, I've got ranged fire attack 5, but I think I ran out of mana. I don't think I have it. Oh no, here we go. We got this guy. Oh, here we go. We can use this guy to gain a red mana token. We've got it here. Red mana token. I'm going to gain that red mana token, and we're going to use it to pay our red. Well, I could hit red right here for our ranged fire attack 5. I guess another option I could have done is actually paid the red here to do cold fire attack 7 if I wanted to, which is pretty good. He wouldn't be able to do anything against that. But we're going to do it this way. White is going to give me ranged ice attack 6, and our ranged fire attack 5 is coming from the fireball. So that's a total of, I don't know, 1 million. He's only got 8. So we were able to take this guy out as well. We took everybody out from the city in one go. I'm going to heal myself too. Why not? Just to get rid of these 2 wounds. And oh, here was other blue crystal. I forgot about that. I could have taken a blue crystal and a green shard, and I could have done a ice attack of 8, which would have killed him in one shot. So I had a lot of different ways I could have taken all these guys out. Oh man, that turn where all we got was mana was absolutely massive. That was huge. I hope you're all able to follow the chaos that ensued in that battle. And I hope I did it all right. We're going to start by getting some influence here. Or, sorry, fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's that one. We get 7 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get 4 for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 5 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do get to level up, so we get another unit. And I'm on my final token, which is a 4 and 7. Now, that is the end of the game. We took down our second city. We are going to march into the blue city, and that's it. We were able to take out this city. Oh my gosh, Mage Knight is so much fun. There you have it. This is our magnificent romp through the lands of Mage Knight. This is awesome. I love these 3D terrain pieces that I was able to get from Colin. Thank you again so much for letting me get those. If you're interested in these, I of course have a link to them in the description below. Mage Knight is fantastic. I might be coming back to this pretty soon. Or maybe one similar to this if you're interested. Please let me know in the comments below. I could play, and I have no problem playing some Star Trek, or I could do another Mage Knights. This is a fantastic game. I will admit I'm not the greatest Mage Knight player. There are probably way more better options I could have done than I probably did in the game. I may have also made a few mistakes. If I did, go ahead, please leave them in the comments below. I would have no problem. I would be able to pin those in the description of the video so people could learn from this as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game of Mage Knight. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when more comes out. Also, like I said, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I'm excited to hear from everyone. When you complete Mage Knight, you're supposed to add up a score from it, but I really just enjoy the adventure of going through this thing. If anybody wants to add up my points, feel free, but I don't know what they are, and I'm not really going to spend the time to add them up because it's a lot of math, and I usually do pretty poorly in that. So that's it for Mage Knight. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.